I think this is where we're going into. Leslie, you want to do your figure of the year?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so explain to the people who may not be in the X Plus scenarios what's going on here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, around this time of year, us X Plus collectors would get together and talk about what was the best figure release from X Plus from the previous year. And normally we have like just one poll where we pick like maybe 5 or 6 of the most popular X Plus figures and we vote on that one. But I was put in charge of the polling this year. I decided to change up things a little bit and I actually incorporated 9 different categories to not only show love to the most popular ones, but to show love to the ones that we may forget about, that have came out, during the year, because a lot can happen in one year. And outside of the most popular ones, it's very easy to forget about that cool figure or that cool figure that came out. So I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to John Stanowski for putting this on me. I really do appreciate it. It was fun getting this stuff together. I also want to thank John Stanowski, AJ Russo from Kaiju Live, Gojira 851, and David Air Dopko for helping me out with the show last week. Now, of course, if you're a part of the Kaiju Addicts Facebook group, S Plus Kaiju Addicts Facebook group, and the S Plus Collectors Facebook group, I put together 9 categories, and I will detail you the winners right here, right now. The people have spoken, and here's what you said. The first category is what was the best Rick Light-Up S Plus figure of 2020? The winner is the 25 centimeter 2019 Godzilla. So yes, he won.
Sick.
Are we supposed to applaud for these?
Should we clap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Confetti.
Category number two. What was the best Death for Real Monsterverse release? The winner, Mothra 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty.
All right. Category number 3. What was the better alternative reissue gigantic by a landslide? And was no competition, unfortunately. The gigantic Purple Shin was considered the best alternative reissue gigantic. Category number 4. What was the best Death for Real of Godzilla himself that came out in 2020? From these choices was the 55, the 74, and the 2000. The 2000 won that category. Yes. All right. Category number 5. What was the best Death for Real of a villain? Mecha Godzilla 74 from the Showa, Space Godzilla from the Heisei, or Orga from the Millennium? Orga won that category, ladies and gentlemen. Orga won. Yes, Orga won. Oh, my God, this is like going to church when it comes to the Death for Real. And if this one is this awesome, can you imagine how Baalante is going to look, Christine? How Baalante
Can't wait. Oh, God. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hit that pre-order button.
That's craziness.
All right. Category number 6. Which movie had the better crop of figures? The 1974 film Godzilla with Mecha Godzilla, with the gigantic Mecha Godzilla, and the Death for Real of Godzilla King Caesar, or Godzilla 2019 with the gigantic Burning Godzilla and multiple Death for Real, the 25 centimeter 2019. 1974 won. 1974 won.
That's right.
All right. 3 more categories and that's it. Number 7, category number 7. What was the best Gamera/Dai figure release that came out in 2020? It was the Battle Damage Gamera 99, Iris, or the Favorite Sculptors line Gamera 65. The Gamera 65 won that category, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes, good. Yes, good.
Category number 8. What was the best overall Death for Real figure release of 2020? The Orga Rick. The Orga Rick won that category.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And finally, the last category between these 5. Once again, these 5 I picked because these were the 5 that had the most buzz, that had the most attention, that came out in 2020. Of course, the Yusakai 84, the 25 centimeter 2019 Godzilla, the 30 centimeter Godzilla 93, the Star A/X Plus Kong 2.0, or the gigantic Mecha Godzilla 1974. And I'm about to bring up the figure right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all voted. You made your voices be heard. The X Plus figure of the year of 2020 is, drum roll, the Sakai 84. The Sakai 84.
Wow. So
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, so
What was the
Godzilla
name?
won the figure of the year again because for the past 7 years, like since we've been doing this figure of the year, like in 2014, the gigantic Burning Godzilla, the original, that was for the figure of the year. 2015 was the Sakai 91. 2016 was the gigantic 62. 2017 was the gigantic Shin. 2018 was the 25 centimeter 65 Godzilla. And last year was the Sakai 2002. So once again, another Sakai and another Godzilla, one figure of the year. It came down really to the 84 and Mecha Godzilla, but Mecha Godzilla fell just a little bit short.
I can't believe it.
But overall, the X Plus figure of the year, according to y'all, is the X Plus Yuji Sakai 30 centimeter 1984 Godzilla. So congratulations.
It is beautiful.
So John Ruffin, if I would have received my gigantic Mecha Godzilla, maybe that one vote would have put him over the top, but I still haven't got it yet, so I couldn't do it.
Just remember, you won't be able to vote for it ever again.
Hey.
It's over. We missed out on the mechanical marvel.
All right. Well, thank
awesome.
you, Leslie.
That was awesome, Leslie.
Yeah.
No problem.
It was disappointing at the end there.
It was awesome, and actually, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if you did vote for the gigantic Mecha Godzilla, don't feel bad. Don't start any type of like wars on Facebook. I think all the figures that X Plus put out in the year 2020 are winners, considering the fact that a pandemic hit the world. It was lucky that anything got out of Japan. So actually, every figure release is kind of like a blessing. So if you chose Orga, if you chose a 93, if you chose Mecha Godzilla, if you chose Iris, they're all winners. So we're all winners here at the end of the day.
That's right.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and move along to the next small segment we got here. Similar to what Leslie did, but much less organized, I would say, and definitely with much less output. We ran our own sort of poll informally on the Collect All Monsters Monster Collectors Facebook group to determine what would be the monster collectible of the year.
Yes.
And I am happy to report that we had this thread had over 100 comments.
Nice.
Many people suggesting lots and lots of different things. Right? So this was not like anything that we could literally say, yes, the 5 people who voted for this or whatever, however many it was, really that deserves to be like the winner. But it was pretty resounding. The hands down winner of that, just in terms of people commenting in that post, was absolutely the gigantic
there you go.
X Plus Mecha Godzilla.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is not, I don't have this one. It's not going to be one that I get. I think it's amazing. I've loved seeing the photos of it since its development, when we even saw like the clay prototype on display.
Right.
Really cool to finally see it like in people's hands too. You going to show that off right now, Leslie? Or John? Anybody?
I don't have everybody.
All right.
Hold on.
Fine. It's cool.
I wish I had.
X Plus when X Plus releases those photos of the people holding the figure, so you can see the scale. I get really excited when I see those. That's a brilliant thing to do, because that sells for me. Oh, there he is.
There's the champ. Yes. It is a quintessential Mecha Godzilla.
It's essential. As my favorite celebrity, RuPaul, says, "You're a winner, baby." You're a winner, baby.
Becomes articulated. Yes, he's awesome.
Wait, hang on a second. Let me give you the big screen. Show him off.
Yes,
oh my gosh,
you can do all this stuff.
Showing him off.
You can do this. You can do all this.
Oh yeah.
Chest plate. Yes.
Oh no way.
He's swivel.
There you go. You get all that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, look at all that space titanium.
Oh, okay, exactly.
A lot of space titanium.
Yes. The legs can move, torso. I mean, it's beautiful.
His tail can move. Look.
Hey, I can't wait.
Unquestionably, this is the best X Plus Mecha Godzilla that they have ever done. Better than the 75, better than the 30 centimeter 74. This is the best. So, David, I know you. I know you're trying to not bite the bullet, but trust me, dude. Make an exception with him.
You're right.
Make him the lone exception.
You might have changed my mind.
We'll raise the funds for you. Let's do a GoFundMe for your DHL.
Hey, I won't say no.
Okay. Work it out.
All right. So so we had our own, monster collector of the year, or collectible of the year. And I definitely wanted to say that while I don't have this figure, I was saying that this is not something that I own. It's not something that I would buy. I was pretty impressed with a lot of the stuff that got popped into those comments. And so I thought I'd just ask my co-host, was there anything that you thought was a really good runner-up or something that you were really impressed with? I'll just go ahead and start off by showing off the ones that I think absolutely were contenders for collectible of the year. And I'm going to need some help because I don't know the full details here. But the number one piece that I will show off is something that Christine talked about. And that's this Marathon,
the clear
the
one,
Mecha Godzilla with the clear. So this came out last year, at the very end of the year. I think it was like definitely a pop-up shop kind of situation. And yes, these are expensive, just brand new. If you were to get one, it would be in the $300 range. Please don't quote me on that. I don't remember. However, this figure is probably maybe the first figure I saw that made me stand back and go, dude, because that is cool, right? Like this at least of 2020. And even on top of that, if this one wasn't enough, I think this guy.
I almost pulled the trigger on that one. Almost.
How much was that?
500? Well, hang on. Not at the show. It wasn't 500 at the show.
Oh, not at the show, but
afterwards.
But when these are being released at the show, if you can get them, they are expensive, like $200-$300, right? So if you see these on the aftermarket and they have $500 price tags, that is why. And yes, absolutely, there was a split second, David, where I saw this and I was like, man, is it worth it? Because that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
money. But at the same time,
this
is a really unique figure. Very unique.
Very
and this
unique.
one is actually based off of the Space Godzilla story, right? Like where he's been cut open on the beach. It's so crazy.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Even if it's not based off of the Space Godzilla and it's just based off of the anatomical drawings, I think that's amazing too, because I've seen people do that on their own.
Yeah.
We can hope and pray that they do a reissue of it in a different color scheme. That would be, I mean, it could happen. You never know.
It's
but
possible.
That's one of those. That's one of those. That's Unraku and Saku, or no?
No, I thought it was.
I don't know.
Or Sarajushi.
That's why.
Yeah, Sarajushi.
It was Sarajushi. Okay.
And
he did the 64 too.
Yep,
He did the
It's the 64 Godzilla, and they did the blank blue 64, the unpainted. Remember, I saw that blank unpainted, and that's the same. Actually, that's the same sculpt, but painted black with the clear. And it's definitely unique. That's quirky. That's the kind of thing that I am after, but not for 500 plus shipping. Sorry.
Yeah.
that figure reminds me of, and you may not all be old enough to remember this, but they were plastic model kits of the human body.
Yeah.
And you put the intestines. Yeah. I would love to see that in a plastic kit. Or I know this might be much for X Plus to do, but put the uranium sac in there, and
oh my god, yeah, John, that was a Christmas present from the Sears catalog. It was called the Visible.
Yep. That's right.
Man, and they had a woman too.
Yes,
so, absolutely, Kyle, perfect choice. Absolutely, 100%. I agree.
Now, David, you had a runner-up that you wanted to talk about.
I did. I have a really awesome runner-up, and you have an image for it right there.
Oh, of course I do.
Somewhere. It is the 40 centimeter resin KOC 1964 Godzilla kit. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this thing if you haven't heard it from me already. It is a solid resin kit. It's big, it's heavy, the detail is incredible. It comes with 2 separate heads, open mouth and a closed mouth. And the cool thing about it is it's held together with a magnet. So you can take the piece off and you can put whatever head you have on there. And hold on, let me show you something real quick. You can also, it comes with this great little stand, right? A little, and you can put whatever head you're not using on the stand.
So awesome.
And as you can see, it comes with clear
eyes are fabulous
resin lenses. Okay.
Wow.
And I painted one for myself and I painted one for AJ Russo, which is actually, I shipped it out this morning. You should be getting it by Wednesday. And actually the next one on board, which I should finish this month, is for Mr. Rich Iso, Fresh Vinyl himself. And the only reason that I would ever consider building and painting and shipping a 40 centimeter delicate resin piece is because you can disassemble it because it's held together with pins and magnets. And I put it right back in the box, right back in the styrofoam, and I ship it right as it was shipped to me. So I've never had more fun and more joy building a resin kit because there's no trimming, there's no very little sanding. It's basically you wash the pieces and you paint them and assemble it. And it's so I can't say enough. It's KOC Akira Ibaraki, who coincidentally did the prototype sculpt for the new Megalon for X Plus.
Yes.
And Ibaraki-san also did one of the best X Plus Godzillas ever made, if not the best Godzilla X Plus ever made, the 30 centimeter 64 Rick closed mouth Godzilla, and standard as well. So Ibaraki-san did that one as well. This one, he took it and upped the game a little bit. So yes, my choice. I've got 3 of them, got 1 more to do. Rich, thank you for your patience. It's coming. The good news is I get better as I do each one, and the next one's going to be the best ever. So that's my choice, hands down, no question about it. Excellent. There you go.
Hey, David. Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Hey, David.
Yes. Hey, Leslie.
Ryan Mitchell said in the chat that the next KOC would be a 40 centimeter 62.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wow.
Now you tell him. Oh, man.
Now I might, David, I need you on that.
All right. Come on. Okay. All right. I'm only going to build one besides mine, and John, you got that one. So.
Oh, wow. That'd be amazing. I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the future of kits will be pins and magnets and minimal?
Dear Lord, I hope so, John, because I got to tell you, the way that you basically take it out of the box and it's ready to build. I mean, Ryan can tell you there's a lot that goes into prepping for a resin model kit. There's air bubbles, there's flash, there's all kinds of things that you have to do to it before you can even begin putting it together. So as in all resin kits, and all model kits, you have to give it a wash first to get all the residue off. Mm-hmm. Just do that and it's ready to go, man. It's ready to go. And it's so easy to paint because you can take the pieces out. Oh, by the way, the mouths come off too. I'll show you. You can just take them out right out. See?
Oh, get out of here.
And that's the magnet
so
too.
dope.
You put it right back in there.
Oh.
I mean,
man.
The only thing that I found difficult was the eyes. Getting those plastic lenses on, resin lenses on there without smearing it with glue. That could ruin the piece. So what I did is they finally came up with, I didn't even know they had it. They have a clear Elmer's glue. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And Elmer's glue, you can just kind of scrape right off with like a little toothpick. So I put all the Elmer's glue on there, scraped it off, did a little retouch on the outside, but it takes a long time to get it just right. And they don't fit exactly right. That's not the perfect part of it, but I got it to work. They look great. I got to say, as much as I absolutely love the X Plus and I love the M1 50 centimeter, just the way the detail is on this, it's so crisp. There's no passing this one up for me. And
awesome.
If any of you want to get Ibaraki-san's model kits, they're amazing. He's got a beautiful G2K that just came out at Christmas time. He's got the 54 that I missed along the line somewhere. And he's got a Burning Godzilla, a 95
That's a nice one.
Desugoji, and I'm sure, like Ryan just said, there's now a 62 coming out. Oh my god,
Wow.
I gotta see the sculpt first, but we shall see. I really hope that this is the future of resin model kits, because honestly, any one of you guys could probably put this together.
I'm
Seriously.
waiting for that 89 to come out. Waiting for that 89.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I don't doubt that. There'll probably be an 84 coming. I mean, he's banging him out, man.
Overrated.
84.
Not really.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I took way too much time on that. That's my choice.
No worries. Does anybody else have something that they want to share, or should we go ahead and move on to the next segment? All right, next segment it is. You know what that is?